it's Mary and welcome back to With Love Designs. Today we'll be talking about the signage that I used for the recent craft fair at Jingle Fest. These are all handmade, laser cut, and developed or designed by my husband. He created this banner here, put holes so that we can put it onto the canopy with zip ties. And then this is the logo that I came up with. And so he, again, cut the letters out for me, and I'm the one that glued them, but that was fun. I made it pop out of the sign itself. He's also made these little hooks right here just so that it wouldn't have to have a hole onto the sign itself. Here it's on Amazon, but we use like S hooks, kind of like a keychain, so that was really nice and it did its job. And didn't fall or anything like that or disconnect. So here is the top portion of my sign, and as we move forward you'll see kind of the signs that I've shared in the past, but here you've got the paper purses and the purpose of what the paper purses are about and what you can put in there. And then on this one here you've got the treat holders, signage is same thing, what you can put in there. And then the last one is the pop-up cards as well, and the fold flat to mail uses regular postage and stuff like that. So just kind of give the customers an idea of what I sell, but this one is actually hanging on the side of my tent so that they can see it. I did make it both sides so they can see the same thing on each side, so nothing I can capture both sides of the aisle, I guess, so that they don't have to kind of look. So this is the signage that we made. My husband cut for me and made for the craft fair. So this is on the other side. So did really well. If you guys saw my last video and what I shared and what I made in the craft fair, this one did a good job in handling the wind. So was really happy about that as well. So that is my signage for my canopy. And the next one that I'll be sharing is the actual signage that I used for the pegboards that you guys saw, the black pegboards. So this one's pretty big. Initially, my signs were a lot smaller, like the one that you just saw. But this one, I asked my husband to pop it up, just so that I pop it up and make it bigger, just so that it just stood out more. So I did change it from treat holders to small gift holders because I had a whole bunch of other things on there, but the same wording essentially. This again was cut, everything here was cut by laser, even the wood itself. So I did have a couple questions as to how I made these signs, and that's how I made them. I used a laser cutter. And my husband did create these borders. I think it's adorable. He made hearts out of them, so I thought that was really cute. And as you guys saw, it was hanging on the pegboard, so we put the holes here just so that it didn't fall out or hurt anybody. So that's the one on the one pegboard, and then the other pegboard is this one here, the paper purses, and same thing as the sign that I have outside my canopy for the tent, and same information, kind of just reinforcing the same stuff that they read outside and reinforce it in my tent. So the interesting part was they didn't because it was above the pegboard, they were still kind of unsure what to put in these things. So we had to read it out and kind of show them the signs, and then after that they're like, oh, okay, great idea. And you could see that they're trying to find ideas and what to put in there. A lot of people, I think because they put jewelry, would think of, oh, I have jewelry to give, and this is perfect. So, it's not just a gift card or candy or treat. It can be anything and everything that can fit that little container. The other one I want to talk about is the table pricing that I have, because you have to have prices. So this one is really cool. It folds flat. It's easy to pack and easy to store as well, and it's so easy. You can just put it together here and then it stands like that. So I like the angle. My husband recommended to make it bigger, so we are planning on making it bigger so you can see the dollar sign or the price tag a little bit more, and so he's planning on making it a little bit bigger just so it stands out from the rest of the the items I guess I have on the table. But I love the idea of this little thing here, and you just take it apart and you're done. You know, it's nice that it's very functional, but at the same time, it can fold flat and store flat, especially when you're done, right? So here's that one. So here's a couple of them together, or 3 of them together. So in my angle, it looks good, but let's just say it's like that. So you can see it's pretty good. I liked it. So it was nice that we can adjust based on what we had or what we were seeing at the craft fair. We could adjust the price because if things weren't selling, we just adjusted the price. So here you go. That's 3 signage there, so it was pretty cool. The next one is the actual pegboard pricing that I did. And basically it's this right here. This is a pegboard hook that I bought off Amazon, and it already has this metal section here. So because it's metal, I created price tags that had magnets on it. So right here is a bunch of numbers, but basically it's gonna hook like this, just like with the pegboard. It hooks like this, and it's secure. You guys saw my purse, most of my products hanging. If it wasn't windy, I think it would have done an amazing job, but it's long enough. I think this is 6-inch. It's long enough to hold a lot of products, and I like the option of being able to put a price here. So with that said, I did have these here. Bunch, as you can see, bunch of different price points, and these are just a few. I made a whole bunch of duplicates just in case. As you saw, I have a lot of products, so I wanted to make sure I had enough pricing, especially if I had to adjust pricing. So with that said, you've got the actual pegboard hook, and you just attach the pricing like this. And so, you know, $6, $5. So that was really nice that I was able to do that and able to use it throughout the day. It was very versatile. So it's really nice. It didn't fall off because it's magnetized. It's really good on with the wind, and we just sized it just enough to cover the corners and do its job the way we needed to do. So that was really nice, and people did comment that they loved that it had prices. I think a lot of us, or at least for me, struggled in the beginning to add my prices just because I don't know where to put them, because I have my product out and then where do I put the prices. So this is what I came up with, and this is the pegboard hook from Amazon. The only thing is, if you guys are interested in buying this, this doesn't lay flat on the pegboard. So let me bring this back in. It has a bit of an angle. I wish I could show you. It has a bit of an angle, so if you're okay with that, because it does angle up a little bit, if you're okay with that, then it's goodbye. If you're not okay with it and you want it to sit flat, this is not the hook for you. I didn't mind it being angled a little bit because of the purses, so that was okay with me. So this is the actual signage that I had for my purses, and a bunch of little magnets that I attached, that my husband attached in the back to keep it flush. And then, so like I said, I made a bunch of them. So here's more prices, and you saw here, these are just kind of like the blanks that we were still working at, but you can see that he's made holes for them so that it can sit flush once we put the magnets in. So that's my pricing for my pegboard, and like I said, I have a bunch of these, and these are not the entire bag. This is just what I pulled out to show you guys. So it's really nice when you are able to make adjustments like that. At least for me, it was really nice not to, you know, oh my gosh, I can't change prices or anything like that during the craft fair. So I like that flexibility. All right, what I've done in the past is, my price tags used to look like these, and this is back in, I know the prices are pretty low, but These were back pre-COVID prices, so but I used to have acrylic stands and kind of have it like this, which is great too, but I just like this just for the versatility of it and the storage, and these two because you can pretty much lay them flat and it does the job. Of course this works too, because I have to make it prettier, right? But these are the things I used to make, and then put it on the table. So you do have options. If you don't have a laser cutter, then these would be a great option to do it. My craft fair for today actually got canceled because of the weather, and so more to come on that when it will get rescheduled. Quite interesting, it got rescheduled, so I've usually lost money if they canceled it, rain or shine, and this one they actually said they'll reschedule. So appreciative of the event coordinator, to reschedule it. All right, guys, let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any questions on the signage, how to make them, or if you want to reach out, if you want me to make something for you, just reach out and let me know. Thanks again, guys. Have a good week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.